Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 9 minutes. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 8 minutes. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 7 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 6 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 5 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 4 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 2 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 1 minute. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 30 seconds. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 15 seconds.
Fremont Moo Baseball is on the air.
Next pitch, swung on and pulled to the right side, base hit. So Christian Hobbs turns on one and singles to right and gives the Moo their first hit of the ballgame. Here's the line and the 1-1 from Vasquez. Swung on and grounded to short, might be two. Tablazon will get a Deville on a waiver for one. Relay to first in time for a double play. The pitch. And that got to the backstop. Sweet's coming home. He's going to try to score, and he does, and the Moo win it.
This presentation of Fremont Moo Baseball is brought to you by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Inspro Insurance, Your Fremont Hy-Vee, La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, VC Plumbing, Heating and Excavating, Christensen Lumber, the LA Fireproof Door Company, Extreme Outdoor Power, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Methodist Fremont Health, Indra Mowing and Tree Care, S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse, Keel's Barbershop, the Nebraska Lottery, Fremont Electric, Coors Light, Yetchman's Heating and Air Conditioning, and Allo Communications.
Next pitch. Swales swings, hits this ball in the air, left center field, and that's going to drop in there for a base hit. Walking home is Palmer. Swales around first. He's on his way towards second. Slides in there. Safe. RBI double by Ben Swales. And it's a 5-0 Fremont Moo lead. 0-1. Swung on and hit in the air. Left center field. This is hit well into the gap. And it is going to be back. And it is going to be over the fence. Gone for a home run. Timing long. A 3-run home run to left center field. And the Moo extend the lead. It is now 5-1. Nichols winds. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the ball game. Trey Nichols battles through it, gets 2 strikeouts, and retires the prospects in order in the ninth. 3 up and 3 down, and the Cow jumps over the moon as the Fremont Moo defeat the Nebraska Prospects. The final score, 3-2.
Now let's head to the field, and with the call of the game, here's Rich Wright.
Good evening once again, everyone. Welcome back to historic Moeller Field in Fremont, where the Fremont Moo get ready to play Game 2 of a doubleheader against the Oahe Zap in Independence League Baseball Association action. Good to have you along on Big Dog Country, 98.9 FM, 1340 AM, KHUB, Fremont, Nebraska, AM and FM, and also at fremontmoo.com/Mixler. Our video streaming live at fremontmoo.com, and also on YouTube at BSDN Live. Well, after Friday night, the Moo won a commanding, decisive ball game, 15-2 over the Oahe Zap. Yesterday got rained out, so the two teams playing a doubleheader here today. And Game 1 earlier today, the Zap shocked the Moo by defeating Fremont by a final score of 7-3, a contest in which Oahe just outplayed Fremont. And pitching-wise, didn't overpower the Moo, but kept them off balance, and the Moo could not react after trailing in the ball game, and the Zap come away with the victory by the final score of 7-3. And Oahe improved to 7-25 on the season, 2-3 in the Independence League second half. Fremont now sits at 18-11 and 1-4 in the second half of the Independence Baseball League. So, Game 2 of the doubleheader. It's the rubber game of the series coming up here on historic Moeller Field, and it's great that we can bring it to you here today. And what is going to be the 12th and the final game of this homestand before the Moo take off to go to Hastings tomorrow to play 2 games at Hastings Monday and Tuesday, and then wrap up the series Wednesday at home against the Sodbusters. So, an important Game 3 of this series coming up here in just a bit. It'll be a 7-inning contest as Marco Ibarra will be on the mound for the Fremont Moo. He'll be going up against Caleb Hay for Oahe. That's the pitching matchup of these two teams that is coming up here. I want to thank our great sponsors that make our broadcast possible, and one of those is the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau, as they welcome you to historic Moeller Field, and they bring you the welcoming weather, as we have a very nice day for baseball to begin our Sunday evening. A little bit warmer than first pitch earlier today, which was at 84 degrees. We're currently 85, just a hair warmer. Fair skies, 85 degrees. Humidity, 50%. Winds are out of the west at 7 miles per hour, so the wind will be blowing out a little bit to left field here in Game 2 of this one here tonight. No threat of rain at all with clear skies. 65 will be our low when this one is all said and done coming up here this evening. So that is your welcoming weather, brought to you by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau, as they welcome you to historic Moeller Field in Fremont. When we continue, we'll bring you our Inspro Insurance pregame show. That's coming up next. You're listening to Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Fremont and Dodge County have many hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. Come explore the hidden treasures scattered throughout these vibrant, small town and sleepy rural villages that harmonize with nearby urban opportunities.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Inspro, a Marsh McLennan Agency Company LLC, is for. They can help protect what's important to you. With Inspro, your future is limitless. Visit Inspro in Fremont or call them at 402-721-9707. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Back at historic Moeller Field in Fremont, Rich Ray along with you on Big Dog Country, fremontmoo.com, and on YouTube at BSDN Live. Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Fremont Moo and the Oahe Zap. And this is the pregame show brought to you by Inspro Insurance. Proceed with confidence with Inspro. In Fremont, West Point, Wahoo, Lincoln, Omaha, and West Des Moines. Go to insproins.com for details. Well, in game number 2 of this 3-game set, the Zap got on the board first in the top of the first inning with 2 down. Kyle Mamarian led off with was able to reach on a single, and then Preston Loud delivered an RBI double to left center field, scoring Mamarian to put the Zap up by a score of 1-0. In the top of the second, the Zap would add 2 more as leadoff batter Jared Heck singled. Carson Trumple drew a walk, and then 3 batters later, Jackson Mix delivered an RBI single to plate Heck to make it a 2-0 lead. And then Seagraves had an RBI double to bring in Carson Trumple to put the Zap up by a score of 3-0. Fremont got on the board in the bottom of the third as Christian Hobbs led off the inning with a walk, and then Ben Swales followed up with a single. And 2 batters later, Henry Heyman walked to load up the bases, and that chase starter Abel Anzaldua, and then Brady Glenn came on. And the first pitch, or rather the third pitch that he threw, Andrew Kirchner hit a sacrifice fly to left field, scoring Christian Hobbs to make it a 3-1 ball game. The Zap would add to its lead in the 5th after starting pitcher Luke Gaynor finished up 4 innings of work. Then Trey Nichols came in the ball game, and Nichols had a rough going as he faced 10 batters in the inning, giving up 4 runs. Trevor Seagraves led off with a walk, and then Kyle Mamarian singled, and 2 batters later, Andrew Beavers delivered an RBI single. Jared Heck singled, and then an error in left field brought in a second run as well. And then 2 batters later, Tyler Trabhagen had a single to bring home Heck. With those 4 runs coming across, the Zap led by a score of 7-1. The Moo tried to put something together in the 7th inning with 2 outs. Christian Hobbs singled with 2 down, and Ben Swales did the same. And Timon Long hit a 2 RBI double to right center field to score Hobbs and Swales to make it 7-3. And with Long out at second base with 2 outs, Henry Heyman on an 0-1 pitch flew out to Tyler Traphagen out in left field for the final out of the ball game. And the Zap defeated the Moo by the score of 7-3. So Oahe starting pitcher Abel Anzaldua went 2 1/3 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 run. He was earned, walked 3 and struck out 2 and had a wild pitch. Brady Glenn picked up the victory. He's now 1-2. He went 4 2/3 innings, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 2 and struck out 1. For the Moo, starter Luke Gaynor suffered the loss. He's now 0-2 on the year. Gaynor worked 4 innings, giving up 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, walked 2 and struck out 6. Trey Nichols pitched 3 innings, giving up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, walked 1, struck out 4, had a wild pitch, and hit 1 batter. For the Zap, Jackson Mix went 1 for 5 with an RBI. Trevor Seagraves was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Kyle Mamarian was 2 for 4. Preston Lau was 1 for 4 with an RBI. Andrew Beavers was 2 for 4 and knocked in a run. Jared Heck was 2 for 4 with an RBI. And Tyler Traphagen went 2 for 4 with an RBI. For the Moo, Ben Swales was 2 for 4 at the plate. And Timon Long went 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. So the Zap pick up the victory. And for the Moo, taking a look at it, it might be a case that Fremont just overlooked Oahe in game number 2 because of the series, because Fremont had swept Oahe earlier in the season. Fremont won the first half of the schedule, and Oahe finished in last. And after a 15-2 drubbing on Friday night and a rain out yesterday, the Moo might have just overlooked the opponent. And in baseball, you just can't do that because every single game is a different type of ball game. And now the Moo need a victory to win this series against Oahe coming up in game 2 of this doubleheader here today. So the Moo enter with a record of 18-11, 1-4 in the second half of the Independence League. Oahe is now 7-25 and 2-3 in the second half of the Independence League. Your Inspro Insurance pregame show is taking place, and you can proceed with confidence with Inspro in Fremont, West Point, Wahoo, Lincoln, Omaha, and West Des Moines. Go to insproins.com for details. When we return, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for Game 2 of the doubleheader after we take a timeout. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Inspro, a Marsh McLennan Agency Company LLC, is for. They can help protect what's important to you. With Inspro, your future is limitless. Visit Inspro in Fremont or call them at 402-721-9707. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval. Fremont Moo fans love their meat, and Hy-Vee has all your favorites at the best prices this summer. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Steaks, always low prices on your favorite flavors of brats. There's boneless, skinless chicken breasts, chicken grillers, America's pork chops for the grill, and the best cuts of salmon and seafood for that summer party on the patio. Shop online right now. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com and place that order. Your Fremont Hy-Vee, proud to be a part of the Fremont Moo.
Back at historic Moeller Field in Fremont, we're getting closer to first pitch of game number 2 of our doubleheader here today between the Fremont Moo and the Oahe Zap. The Zap winning the first game of the double dip by a score of 7-3. And we'll check the starting lineups coming up here in just a bit here for both teams. As we're just now getting the Zap lineup here getting put into our books as well. So let's do this. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll check those starting lineups and much more in just a bit. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
The Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $33. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Move List discount at La Hacienda. You can get the Family Taco Pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Calling your Family Taco Pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field. You'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for nearly a century. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber since 1923. Christensen Lumber, it's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field.
Fremont's place to be is the LA Fireproof Door Company. Beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff. Located at 325 North Main Street in downtown Fremont. Stop by and check out their awesome menu. The door is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Plus, the grill is open all hours the door is open. All items on the menu are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. To see what's happening at the door, follow them on Facebook. That's the LA Fireproof Door Company, downtown Fremont. If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers, competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Tommy's Express Car Wash on East 23rd in Fremont. Have you given the Unlimited Tommy Club a try? Just download the Tommy's Express app, and guess what? When you download it now, you get your first month free. That's the Tommy Club, keeping your car clean every day. Wash as many times as you want each month. The Tommy Club starts at just $24.99 per month. Sign up today at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont.
Getting closer to first pitch of Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Fremont Moo and the Oahe Zap. Let's check the starting lineups, brought to you by your Fremont Hy-Vee. For a lineup that's loaded, shop your Fremont Hy-Vee. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com now and place your order. For Jamie Hayberger's Oahe Zap, 7-25 on the season and 2-3 in the second half of the Independence League. Leading off and doing the DH duties is number 4, Jackson Mix. Batting second and playing second base is number 1, Trevor Seagraves. Batting third and playing shortstop is number 23, Kyle Mamarian. Batting fourth and playing first base is number 30, Jacob Trustner. Batting fifth and playing third base is number 7, Andrew Beavers. Batting sixth and doing the catching is number 21, Garrett Arnold. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 6, Joey Coolbaugh. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 24, Tyler Traphagen. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 88, Tyler Hoffman. For the Zap, it's Mix, Seagraves, Mamarian, Trustner, Beavers, Arnold, Coolbaugh, Traphagen, and Hoffman. And on the mound at number 13, Caleb Hay, a right-hander out of Taft College. Hometown is Bakersfield, California, and Hay has no record and a 1.50 earned run average. Now we'll line up for Ben Asher's Fremont Moo, 18-11 on the year and 1-4 in the Independence League second half. Leading off and playing right field is number 34, Braden Sweet. Batting second and playing shortstop is number 13, Ben Swales. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 21, Timon Long. Batting fourth and doing the catching is number 26, Jason Willers. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 16, Henry Heyman. Batting sixth and playing center field is number 31, Neil Jansen. Batting seventh and playing first base is number 39, Andrew Kirchner. Batting eighth and playing second base is number 11, Tyler Hummel. And batting ninth and playing left field, number 24, Easton Stack. For the Moo, it's Sweet, Swales, Long, Willers, Heyman, Jansen, Kirchner, Hummel, and Stack. And on the mound for the Moo will be number 5, Marco Ibarra, the 6'1", 205-pound right-hander out of Cal State Chico, a junior from Carson, California. When we return, our national anthem. That's coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Fremont Moo fans love their meat, and Hy-Vee has all your favorites at the best prices this summer. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Steaks, always low prices on your favorite flavors of brats. There's boneless, skinless chicken breasts, chicken grillers, America's pork chops for the grill, and the best cuts of salmon and seafood for that summer party on the patio. Shop online right now. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com and place that order. Your Fremont Hy-Vee, proud to be a part of the Fremont Moo.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $33. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Move List discount at La Hacienda. You can get the Family Taco Pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Calling your Family Taco Pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at LaHaciendaFremont.com. They cater too.
Back at historic Moeller Field, getting closer to first pitch between the Fremont Moo and the Oahe Zap, and the third and final game of the series, the rubber game of the series, with Fremont winning on Friday night, 15-2, rained out yesterday. Game one of the doubleheader today goes to the Zap by a score of 7-3. And we are just about ready for our national anthem as we celebrate our country's independence here over this long extended holiday weekend. And one of the staples as far as vocal performances in Fremont are concerned are the Fremont Pathfinder Chorus. And we have a good group of the Pathfinder Chorus that is here tonight, and they're going to perform our national anthem.
Pathfinder Chorus out here to perform the national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, land of the free, and the home of the brave.
The national anthem, our Star Spangled Banner, performed by Fremont's own, the Pathfinder Chorus. We'll take a timeout. First pitch between the Moo and the Zap is coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
The Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $33. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Move List discount at La Hacienda. You can get the Family Taco Pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Calling your Family Taco Pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
It's time for Fremont Moo Baseball, Game 2 of this doubleheader against the Oahe Zap. As the Zap won the first game 7-3, and after Fremont won Friday night 15-2, this is the rubber game of this three-game series. Let's go ahead and take a look at the defensive arrangement here in Game 2 for the Moo. Out in the left field will be Easton Stack. In center field is Neil Jansen, and in right field is Braden Sweet. Over at third base, it's Henry Heyman. The shortstop is Ben Swales. At second base, it's Tyler Hummel. At first base, it's Andrew Kirchner. Doing the catching is Jason Willers, and on the mound is Marco Ibarra. 1-0 on the air with a 3.40 ERA. And he'll face Jackson Mix to begin game number 2. And Mix, the DH, batting .262 with 1 homer and 8 runs batted in. The first pitch from Ibarra is in there for a called strike. We are underway here in the second ball game. 6:07 is our first pitch. Fair skies and 85 degrees. Next pitch from Ibarra is going to miss outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. So both teams wearing the same color uniforms they did in game 1. The Moo with the purple tops, white pants. Here's the 1-1 from Ibarra, and it's going to be fouled off by Mix. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the Zap with their baby blue uniforms with white lettering and their dark blue and yellow trim. Umpires will switch spots. Jake McHugh's got the balls and strikes, and Tucker McHugh's on the bases. The 1-2. Swung on, it popped up, foul ball, back into the stands, right in front of us. And out of play, actually right over the top of us. So the count stays 1-2. Well, I know the Moo disappointed on the way they played in game number 1, and we'll see if they can turn it around here in the second game. But 1-2 on the way now. And that breaking ball missed outside. The count evens, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. It is Sunday Fun Day here at Historic Moeller Field. Kids are going to be able to run the bases after the ball game. I saw that the Johnsons ate all the ice cream in the concession stand then between games. That's nice. Here's a 2-2 that is going to be hit. Kirchner is going to pick it up, and it will not be able to make a play. That's going to be a base hit. So Jackson Mix will get a base hit. That ball bounced up the first base line. It hit the bag, and Kirchner had to reach back with his right hand and grab it with his bare hand, and then tried to throw it off balance to Ibarra. Bounced it there, but difficult play, and that is the first play of the game. Jackson Mix reaches on a leadoff single. So that'll bring to the plate now second baseman number 1, Trevor Seagraves. Seagraves batting .296, no homers, 7 runs batted in. First pitch from Ibarra is outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Trevor Seagraves. Shortstop, Kyle Momarian would be next. So Ibarra looks in for his sign. Long set, and the 1-0. It was a fastball, just missed off the corner near the knees. They count out 2 balls and no strikes on Seagraves. Game 2 kind of started like Game 1 did, just a odd bouncing ball. Ends up as a hit. Here's a 2-0, and it's going to be blooped out toward right field. That falls in for a base hit. The Sweet will pick it up, and runners are at first and second. And so this is extremely similar to game number 1, where the Zap didn't smoke the ball anywhere, but just able to place it at locations that were able to be effective for hits. And the Zap have runners at first and second with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. So I'll bring shortstop Kyle Momarian to the plate, batting .291 with no home runs and 10 runs batted in. So the Moo looking for an out to begin the ball game. First pitch to Momarian. Breaking ball, swung on, hit towards shallow left. Steck comes on, dives, can't come up with it. And that'll be a base hit. So, sticking with the theme here, just lightly hit baseballs that are dropping for the Zap here today in this doubleheader. And that will load up the bases with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. So it continues now as first baseman Jacob Trustner will come to the plate. Trustner didn't play in game one. He's at Iowa Lakes Community College, and he's playing first base. .219 batting average, no home runs, and 4 runs batted in. There's a stretch by Marco Ibarra, and the pitch is a slider in there for a called strike. No balls and 1 strike to Jacob Trustner. Andrew Beavers, the third baseman, will be next. Oahe won game 1 7-3. Ibarra looking in for his sign. There's a stretch, and now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right. And the count now goes to 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on Jacob Trustner. Like game 1, this as well will be a 7-inning ball game here in game 2 as well. The count, no balls and 2 strikes on Trustner. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ibarra ready. The 0-2. And that is going to be behind Willers, a wild pitch, and a run is going to score. And the Zap have scored without an out. 3 base hits and a wild pitch. And the Moo need a wake-up call desperately here today. As the count out, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jacob Trustner. There's a stretch and the pitch to Ibarra. Outside for a ball. And the count now goes full. 3-0 on Trustner. First base is open. Zap lead at 1-0. If they've been able to execute a run here without an out. Now the 3-2. Swung and a miss for strike 3. So Ibarra, actually that ball was foul tipped in the glove of Willers for out number 1. So Trustner strikes out. 1 down. And that's going to bring to the plate the third baseman, number 7, Andrew Beavers. Andrew Beavers out of Milligan University, Athens, Tennessee, the hometown. He's batting .186 with 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. So runners at second and third with 1 out. Pitch from Ibarra. Beavers takes this one high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Garrett Arnold, who's doing the catching for the Zap, will be batting next in the 6-hole spot in the order. A run off 3 hits and a wild pitch. Infield in, the 1-0. Slider top of the zone, called strike 1. Count evens up here on Andrew Beavers at 1 ball and 1 strike. Coming up in a little over the week, the Moo will make their first trip this season to Pierre to take on the Zap in a 3-game series. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the 10th through the 12th. Here's a pitch swung on a miss for strike 2. This is the count on Andrew Beavers is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 to count on Beavers, the third baseman. The Bars get his sign from Jason Willers. Now the 1-2. Fastball called strike 3 on the outside corner for out number 2. So Ibarra battles back and gets 2 consecutive strikeouts. And they're 2 down here in the top of the first. So this will bring to the plate now the catcher, number 21, Garrett Arnold. Arnold from Modesto Community College. He's batting .167 with no home runs and 1 run batted in. First pitch to Arnold. It's going to be high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Arnold. If he gets aboard, then we'll see Joey Coolball, the right fielder. 3 consecutive hits to begin the ball game and a wild pitch produced a run. Since then, Ibarra struck out 2 straight. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch. Swung on and hit toward right. Sweet is going to go back, and he misplayed it. It's over his head. And that'll be a 2 RBI double, and it's 3-0. Sweet took a step in, and that was the costly move because Arnold hit it strong enough to go over Sweet's head and, take nothing away from the Zap. They've been able to make things happen. But the Moo have played some pretty poor baseball here today. So Joey Coolball will step to the plate. Coolball's batting 148. No home runs, 1 run batted in. Here's the pitch. And it is going to miss the outside corner for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Joey Coolball. So Ibarra looking for that final out of the inning. Checks the runner at second. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on a bouncing ball over the mound, and Swales will glove it out at second, drops the baseball, and everybody's going to be safe. Another defensive miscue by the Moo. An error on Swales. He did a good job getting to the ball, and then when he went to transition from his glove to his hand to throw, it popped out of his glove. So that puts runners at first and third. And we'll bring the left fielder, Tyler Traphagen, to the plate. Traphagen's batting .278, no home runs and 8 runs batted in. 3-0, Zap with the lead here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch from Ibarra, and Traphagen swings and pops it in the air down the left field line. It is slicing and foul out of play. So the count on Traphagen is no balls and 1 strike.
That's one move, fans.
Mix, Seagraves, and Mamarian all began the inning with singles, and then a wild pitch scored Mix. Ibarra got Trustner swinging for the first out. Beavers looking for the second. And then Braden Sweet misread a ball that Arnold hit over his head for a 2 RBI double. The 0-1 swung on and fouled out of play to the left side. And the count is now no balls and 2 strikes on Traphagen. And then the error has extended the inning to put runners at the corners. No balls and 2 strikes on left fielder Tyler Traphagen. Ibarra is ready to go here after he and Willers agree, and the 0-2. Swung on and popped up on the right side. Kirchner's going to back up behind the first. He's going to give away to Tyler Hummel, and Hummel will make the catch for the final out of the inning. So the Zaps send 8 batters to the plate here in the top of the first and score 3 runs off of 4 hits. There was 1 error, and there were 2 runners left on base. We played a half inning. Oahe 3, and Fremont coming up. Back in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger anglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field, you'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for nearly a century. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field.
Back at historic Moeller Field, we go to the bottom of the first. The Oahe Zap putting up 3 runs in the top of the first inning. And the Moo will step to the plate with Braden Sweet, Ben Swales, and Timon Long. And they'll be facing Caleb Hay, who is a right-handed pitcher from Taft College. Hometown is Bakersfield, California. Hay has pitched 6 innings for the Zap this season. And he has had 1 start, no record. He's given up 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. He has struck out 6, and he has walked 1. And he's got an ERA of 1.50. So time for the Moo to go to work after dropping game 1 7-3 and trail early 3-0 here in game number 2. Braden Sweet will lead things off, the right fielder, batting .219, no homers, and 5 runs batted in. First pitch from Hay is high and outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Sweet, the product of Iowa Western Community College, the 1-0. On the outside corner for a strike. The count evens here to Sweet at 1-1. Sweet, Swales, and Long in the bottom of the first. There's the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Sweet swings and fouls it off. right by Ben Swales in the on-deck circle. And the count on Sweet now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Moo record now 18-11 and 1-4 in the second half as this pitch is outside for a ball. Now 2-2. 2-2 here on Braden Sweet. Next pitch on the way. And it's swung on and missed for strike 3. So Sweet strikes out. And it's the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. So that'll bring to the plate the shortstop, number 13, Ben Swales. Swales' batting average is now .255. 1 home run, 14 runs batted in. He had 2 hits in game number 1. There's the line of the first pitch to Swales. He swings and chops one. Well, it's now going to be played, and the throw on over first is in time for the out. I tell you what, coming out from behind home plate, Jake McHugh threw his hands up like it was a foul ball. It must not have said anything, but his hands popped in the air. And then down to third base, making the play was Andrew Beavers. He threw across to record the out. So obviously he didn't say anything. And there are 2 down in the inning. And here's Timon Long. Fastball in the outside corner for a strike. And we saw P.J. Laux from the Nebraska Prospects here earlier in the week pitching extremely fast. Hay is doing the same thing here. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Timon Long. Long swings and misses for strike 2. So Hay is ahead of Timon Long, no balls and 2 strikes. Long, the DH, is batting .281 with 6 homers and 24 runs batted in. Long digging into the batter's box, and now we'll look out to Hay. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and fouled out of play. So count, no balls and 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the first. Oahe leading Fremont by a score of 3-0. Here's the 0-2 from Hay. And that sails high and inside. So it's now 1-2. Jason Willers would be next. Willers has been hitting the cover off the ball in the last week of play. Comes the 1-2 to Long. He swings and misses for strike 3, and that ends the inning. So Caleb Hay gets 2 strikeouts in the inning and retires the Moo in order in the first, 3 up and 3 down. 1 inning of baseball complete in Game 2 of this doubleheader at historic Mueller Field. 3-0 in favor of the Oahe Zap. Back in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball. Fremont's place to be is the LA Fireproof Door Company. Beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff. Located at 325 North Main Street in downtown Fremont. Stop by and check out their awesome menu. The door is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Plus, the grill is open all hours the door is open. All items on the menu are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. To see what's happening at the door, follow them on Facebook. That's the LA Fireproof Door Company, downtown Fremont. If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers, competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles. Top of the second at historic Mueller Field, a 3-0 Oahe Zap lead in Game 2 of this doubleheader, and it'll be Tyler Hoffman leading things off, the 9-hole hitter. Then top of the order, Jackson Mix and Trevor Seagraves against Marco Ibarra. Hoffman batting .280, no home runs, 4 runs batted in. The first pitch from Ibarra is a slider, and it misses for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Hoffman. The center fielder wears number 88 on the back of his jersey. Here comes the line in the 1-0 pitch from Ibarra. This pitch is swung on, hit in the air toward left. Little bloop down the left field line. It's going to be a foul ball. Just foul. And the count will even up here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hoffman thought it was fair, and he's standing out at second base, wanted an explanation. But home plate umpire Jake McHugh looking right down the line, and as soon as the ball hit the ground, threw up the hands and hollered foul ball. So Hoffman will walk back to home plate and retrieve his bat, and we'll come back to the batter's box. He has a word or two for home plate umpire Jake McHugh, probably asking how far a foul was it. And the answer is not very. Not very. It was pretty close. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Tyler Hoffman. Next pitch from Ibarra is a slider, and it's in there for strike 2. So the count 1-2 to Tyler Hoffman out of Iowa Lakes Community College. His hometown is Aberdeen, South Dakota. The 1-2 now. Slider swung on a miss, strike 3. Ibarra had Hoffman way out in front, and Marco has his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. So there's 1 down, and now back to the top of the order for the Zap and designated hitter Jackson Mix. Mix is 1 for 1. He singled and scored a run in the first. Ibarra into the wind, and the first pitch to Mix. He's down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 to Jackson Mix. I don't know if I had a chance to give you an answer to our trivia question in game number 1 today. Game number 1 was I needed to know who's got the career record for at-bats for the Fremont Moo. This pitch is fouled. It's 1-1. The answer was Dylan Sears. Sears 510 at-bats in the first 3 years of the Moo, 2019, 20, and 2021. That was our game 1 trivia question. Here's the 1-1 now to Mix. Swung on, tapped right back to Ibarra. He's got it, and he will underhand toss it over to Kirchner in time for out number 2. So Mix bounces back to the mound, and there are 2 down here in the top of the 2nd inning. And so that'll bring to the plate the second baseman, number 1, Trevor Seagraves. Seagraves is 1 for 1. He singled and scored in the first. So Ibarra is trying to make quick work of the Zap here in the second. The wind in the first pitch, and it sails high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Trevor Seagraves. Kyle Momarian would be next. The wind, the 1-0. Missed outside. It's now 2-0. I want to remind you that after today's homestand wraps up, the Moo are back at home on Wednesday when they take on the Hastings Sodbusters in a 7:05 ball game. The 2-0 swung on and hit through the whole left side. That's a base hit. So Trevor Seagraves with his second hit of the game as he delivers a 2-out single to left field. The inning continues now for shortstop number 23, Kyle Momarian. Momarian 1 for 1. He singled and scored in the first. But Wednesday night will be Moo and You Win Wednesday. And come on out and watch the game. Hold on to your ticket. And if the Moo beat the Sodbusters Wednesday night, the next Wednesday home game, you get in for free. Here's a pitch that's up there for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes on Kyle Momarian. Jacob Trustner, the first baseman, is on deck. 3-0 in favor of the Zap here in the top of the 2nd inning. Ibarra is set. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss at a fastball. The count evens now 1 ball and 1 strike to Kyle Momarian. One ball and 1 strike. Down to first base is Seagraves with a light lead. Ibarra now hands at the belt. And now throwing over first. Runner is safe, getting back to the bag. Leaning towards second was Seagraves. And Ibarra's throw looked like it was going to beat him back, but it was to the left of Kirchner. He kind of across his body to apply the tag back down. And so Seagraves was able to get in underneath the tag. 1-1 pitch. Swung on it, foul back. And so the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Kyle Momarian. 1-2 on the Zap shortstop. We're in the top of the 2nd, and the Zap have 3 runs off 5 hits already. 1-2. Next pitch. Runner goes. Swung on it, foul back. As the count stays put at 1-2 as Seagraves will have to retreat back to first base. Well, we potentially could see, coming out of the bullpen here in Game 2 for the first time this year, Brody Sintek, the Moo's all-time winningest pitcher. Wayne State College product. Graduated from Fremont High. 1-2 the count. Ibarra's next pitch. Sails high. The count evens up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Momarian. The Moo right now, after winning the first half of the schedule, struggling here in the second half, trying to find ways to put things together consistently. And Ibarra stepped off the rubber, and Momarian will step out of the batter's box. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ibarra's next pitch swung on and hit softly to third. glove by Heyman. He'll toss it across to Kirchner, and it's in time for the final out of the inning. The Moo were able to get out of it. So Marion, with the ground out, ends the top of the second. In the inning, there were no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Through an inning and a half, 3-0 the Oahe Zap. Back with more in a moment. You're listening to Fremont Moo Baseball.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Tommy's Express Car Wash on East 23rd in Fremont. Have you given the Unlimited Tommy Club a try? Just download the Tommy's Express app, and guess what? When you download it now, you get your first month free. That's the Tommy Club, keeping your car clean every day. Wash as many times as you want each month. The Tommy Club starts at just $24.99 per month. Sign up today at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont.
When does a moment become life-changing? How can today make the difference for tomorrow? When envisioning what kind of future is possible, the challenges never stop. And neither do we. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The Fremont Moo trail the Oahe Zap by a score of 3-0. The Zap won the first game of this doubleheader by a score of 7-3. So Fremont's got some work to do, as it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 batters facing Caleb Hay, Jason Willers, Henry Heyman, and Neil Jansen. Willers didn't play in game 1. Catches here in game 2. Davenport, Iowa native that is hitting .444 on the year with 2 home runs and 12 runs batted in. And then added 2 of the last 3 ball games he's played in, he has had 3 hits in a contest and has been a triple shy of the cycle. He fouls the first pitch off here. No balls and 1 strike to Willers. Jason, a strong right-handed batter, steps back in the box. The 0-1 from Hay, and Willers swings and misses for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Jason Willers. Willers steps out of the box and now back in. The 0-2 from Hay. Willers swings, and he hits this one in the air to right center field. Dropping in for a base hit. Could be extra bases. Willers is around first. He's going to try for 2. The throw from center field will not get there in time, and Willers has a double. Jason Willers continues with his hot bat as he leads off with a double here in the bottom of the second inning. He's just a blue-collar, go-to-work type of guy. And just went up there, and after not making contact at the first 2 pitches cleanly, hit a 0-2 pitch solid into the gap. So this brings third baseman Henry Heyman to the plate. Henry's batting .238, 2 homers, 12 runs batted in. Hay out of the stretch for the first time. The pitch to Heyman is swung on and missed for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Caleb Hay pitching to Henry Heyman. That's odd. 0-1 to Henry Heyman. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball down low. Count evens out. 1 ball and 1 strike. So let's see maybe if Willers double to lead the inning here. Just kind of gives the Moo a spark. He just didn't play with a lot of energy in game number 1. Got behind here early. Tried to put together a 7th inning rally, but it was too tall of a hill to climb. And now down in this one, 3-0. 1 ball and 1 strike to Heyman. Next pitch, and Heyman swings and fouled it off at home plate. So the count now goes to 1-2 on Henry Heyman with Neil Jansen awaiting on deck. The Moo can just play to run here in the second inning, just get a little bit of offense going, cut into the lead a little bit, build some confidence, see if it carries over. 1-2 on Henry Heyman. Next pitch, he swings and chops it foul over to Ben Asher at third base. And count stays here at 1-2. For just joining us, game 1 went to Oahe earlier today, 7-3. And the Zap picked up their first ever win against the Moo after Fremont won the first 4 games of the year. And the Zap lead it here in game 2, 3-0. We're in the bottom of the second. 1-2 to Heyman. Breaking ball in there called strike 3. He got caught looking. Third strikeout for Caleb Hay. It was a good breaking pitch. And there's one down here in the second inning. So it's going to bring center fielder Neil Jansen to the plate. Jansen's batting 182 with 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. Willer's still out at second base after the leadoff double. 1 out in the inning. Hayes pitch. And Jansen takes a breaking ball that's up and in for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. After Jansen, then it'll be Andrew Kirchner. Hay looking in, getting his sign from Arnold. The 1-0. Jansen swings and fouls this one out of play to the right side. The count evens up now at 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Neil Jansen. Outfield is straight up for Jansen. Hay is set. The 1-1 pitch. Jansen swings and hits this one in the air down the right side, slicing out of play. And so Caleb Hay is ahead of Neil Jansen at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3-0 Oahe Zap lead. We're in the bottom of the second. The Zap have out-hit the Moo thus far 5-1, and the Moo have committed the game's lone error. Some more baseballs for home plate umpire Jake McHugh. And Caleb Hay ready to go back to work. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Neil Jansen. Hay is ready. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 3. So there are 4 strikeouts here by Caleb Hay through 2 2/3 innings. And the inning continues now with 2 down. First baseman Andrew Kirchner coming to the plate. Kirchner batting 176, 2 home runs and 5 runs batted in. Outfield playing Kirchner to pull. First pitch to Kirchner. Fastball outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to the tall Moo first baseman. If he gets aboard, then we'll see Tyler Hummel. Willer's still on at second with 2 down. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. So Kirchner gets ahead in the count here. 2 balls and no strikes on Andrew Kirchner, the first baseman. Caleb Hayes got his hands at the chest and the pitch. Kirchner swings and fouls this one off to the left into the net. The count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 on Kirchner, the first baseman. Willers with a good secondary lead with 2 down. Now the pitch. Kirchner swings and fouls it back to the net again. The count evens. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on Kirchner, the first baseman. The Zap, this ball game is wrapping up a week-long road trip. 3 games at Casper and 3 games here at Fremont. Zap will head back home and take on the Nebraska Prospects next. 2-2 pitch. Misses low and away. The count goes full. So now 3 balls and 2 strikes on Kirchner. The Moo will play a 3-game series with the Hastings Sodbusters beginning tomorrow. 2 games in Hastings, Monday and Tuesday, and back home Wednesday against Hastings. Count is full. 3-2 on Kirchner and the pitch. And that misses down low for ball 4. So Kirchner will draw a walk, the first one yielded by Caleb Hay this evening. So runners are at first and second with 2 down. And that's going to bring to the plate now the second baseman, number 11, Tyler Hummel. Hummel did not play in game number 1. The Nolensville, Tennessee native coming to the plate out of the Colorado School of Mines. He's batting .220 on the year with no home runs and 7 runs batted in. So, hey, ready? First pitch. And Hummel swings and hits it foul up the first base side. No balls, 1 strike on Tyler Hummel. Engineering major. If he gets aboard, then Easton Steck would be up next. No balls and 1 strike. Next pitch. Fastball at the knees called strike 2. So Caleb Hay is ahead in the count at 0-2. Hay recently added pitcher to the Zap roster. This is his second appearance. And Hay trying to wrap up the second inning. The 0-2. Hummel checks his swing and a pitch down low. And Jake McHugh says no swing. And Arnold wants an appeal. And now Tucker McHugh on the appeal says no swing as well. So the count on Tyler Hummel is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Willers is at second, and Kirchner is at first. Caleb Hay looks into Arnold to get the sign. Now the 1-2. And a breaking ball called strike 3 at the top of the zone to end the inning. So Hummel caught looking, and he strikes out the side in the second. And 5 strikeouts now for Caleb Hay, and that does it for the Moo in the second inning. No runs, 1 hit with no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We're through 2. The Zap lead the Moo 3-0. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Find your purpose with work that matters. Methodist is hiring for clinical and non-clinical positions throughout our health system. Join a team that's making a difference and take advantage of a range of benefits like medical, vision and dental, flexible scheduling, and tuition assistance. To find all of our opportunities and apply online, go to bestcare.org/jobs. That's bestcare.org/jobs. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Get the highest attention to detail and decades of experience with landscaping, excavation, and snow removal. The expert team at Indra Mowing and Tree Care has years of professional experience and the vision to make your home or business more inviting. Keep your customers and employees safe from harsh weather with 24-hour emergency snow removal. Call for a free consultation. 402-720-5944. Located at 240 West Jackson Street in Fremont, Indra Mowing and Tree Care is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Keep your property looking sharp with Indra. Back at historic Moeller Field, 2 innings complete. The Oahe Zap leading the Fremont Moo in Game 2 of this doubleheader by a score of 3-0 as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. The Moo got a couple base runners on in the second, but Caleb Hay got a strikeout of Tyler Hummel to end the inning. So for the Zap in the 3rd, it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 batters, Jacob Trustner, Andrew Beavers, and Garrett Arnold against Marco Ibarra. Ibarra through 2 innings has given up 3 runs off of 5 hits. He has struck out 3 batters. And it'll be Trustner who will get ready to lead things off now for the Oahe Zap. So we're being serenaded here by the Pathfinder Chorus, which is very nice. We'll wait for them to complete their musical interlude here before we continue with the ball game. Trustner, Beavers, and Arnold, 4, 5, and 6 in the order to come to the plate. The Zap had their first 3 batters deliver hits in the top of the 1st inning, Mix, Seagraves, and Mamarian. And then a 2 RBI double by Garrett Arnold. Run and run. The first pitch here of the inning is swung on and popped up to short, and Ben Swales makes the catch for out number 1. So Trustner pops up for the first out of the 3rd inning to play. So that'll bring to the plate now the 3rd baseman, number 7, Andrew Beavers. Beavers is 0 for 1. He struck out looking in the 1st. So Beavers will get ready to step back in the batter's box. So Marco Ibarra will go back to work. Wine in the first pitch to Beavers. And that's in there for a called strike at the knees. No balls and 1 strike to Beavers, and Garrett Arnold will be on deck. Ibarra going to work now, the 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and fouled off. And the count, no balls and 2 strikes to Andrew Beavers, the 3rd baseman. The Zap defeated the Moo in game number 1 today, 7-3, and this is the rubber game of the series. Have a chance to take a look at some of the other scores from the Independence League Baseball Association here in just a bit. 0-2 from Ibarra. Called strike 3 on the outside corner at the knees for out number 2. So Beavers caught looking, and that's 4 strikeouts now for Marco Ibarra, and they're quickly 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. So that's going to bring to the plate the catcher, number 21, Garrett Arnold. As I mentioned, the Zap won game 1 7-3. First pitch from Ibarra, outside, ball 1. Other action today, Hastings is playing at Spearfish, and that ball game is into the top of the 9th with the Sodbusters leading 7-5. Here's a 1-0 pitch that's low and bounces away, and the count now 2 balls and no strikes. Casper took game 1 of a doubleheader from Badlands 2-0. Game 2 currently taking place in Dickinson. Badlands leads 2-1 in the third in that one. There's a pitch that's high for a ball, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 the count on Garrett Arnold. Next pitch from Ibarra. Fastball right in there for a strike. So the count now goes to 3-1. After Arnold, it'll be Joey Coolbaugh. Here's the wind in the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play to the right. So Ibarra battles back to get the count full. 3-2 the count on Garrett Arnold. He had the big hit of the ball game, the 2 RBI double in the first. Comes the 3-2 pitch from Ibarra. And a called strike 3 at the knees to end the inning. So Arnold caught looking. 2 more strikeouts from Marco Ibarra give him 5 through 3 innings of play. And the Zapper retired in order in the third. 3 up and 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning at historic Moeller Field, where the Oahe Zap lead the Fremont Moo 3-0. We're back with more in a moment. You're listening to Fremont Moo Baseball.
Find your purpose with work that matters. Methodist is hiring for clinical and non-clinical positions throughout our health system. Join a team that's making a difference and take advantage of a range of benefits like medical, vision and dental, flexible scheduling, and tuition assistance. To find all of our opportunities and apply online, go to bestcare.org/jobs. That's bestcare.org/jobs. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Get the highest attention to detail and decades of experience with landscaping, excavation, and snow removal. The expert team at Indra Mowing and Tree Care has years of professional experience and the vision to make your home or business more inviting. Keep your customers and employees safe from harsh weather with 24-hour emergency snow removal. Call for a free consultation. 402-720-5944. Located at 240 West Jackson Street in Fremont, Indra Mowing and Tree Care is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Keep your property looking sharp with Indra. We'll go to the bottom of the third at historic Moeller Field. The Oahe Zap leading the Fremont Moo by a score of 3-0. And the Moo will have the 9-1 and 2 batters coming in the plate. Easton Stack, Braden Sweet, and Ben Swales against Caleb Hay. Hay, in 2 innings of work, has given up 1 hit, and he has struck out 5, and he has walked 1 batter. So let's see if the Moo can get it going second time around the order here. After Easton Stack leads things off. Stack played his first game as a member of the Moo in game 1 and still looking for his first hit. First pitch to Stack is swung on and hit in the air toward left center. Trap Hagen comes in, makes the catch for out number 1. So Stack flies out to left field, and that is the first out here in the bottom of the third. So with the 1 down, we'll see the right fielder, Braden Sweet, come to the plate. Sweet is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time. Caleb Hay going to work against Braden Sweet. First pitch is swung on and fouled back to the screen. And the count is now no balls and 1 strike on Sweet. The 1, the 0-1 on the way. And that pitch misses low and away. The count evens. It's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Braden Sweet. Next pitch, Sweet swings and fouls it out of the glove of the catcher Arnold. The count goes to 1-2. 1-2 on the Moo right fielder. Caleb Hay working quick. The 1-2. Outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 games currently going on in the Major League Baseball ranks. They're at the end of 3 at Wrigley, where the Cleveland Guardians lead the Chicago Cubs 2-0. 2-2 pitch. And Sweet swings at a breaking ball and grounds it up the first base side. Hits the bag. Bounced over the first base side. Sweet didn't run. And now the throw to first, and they got him. He's out. Goodness gracious. Now Ben Asher is going to come down. I think he's maybe going to argue something here. I'm wondering if maybe there is an indication that the ball hit the foot of Sweet. And so Jake McHugh and Tucker McHugh will get together and talk about it. And it's a foul ball is going to be the call. Foul ball. So that must be the indication why Sweet didn't run, because it hit his foot. And then rolled right up the first base side along the chalk and hit the bag. and went over the first baseman's head in the right field. Goodness gracious. Here's the 2-2. Sweet takes this one high for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to Sweet. He swings and misses. Whale tardy for strike 3. Hay blew that one by him. And that's 6 strikeouts now for Caleb Hay, and there are 2 down here in the third. So that'll bring to the plate the shortstop, number 13, Ben Swales. Swales is 0 for 1. He grounded out to third his first time. First pitch to Swales, breaking ball in there for a called strike. No balls and 1 strike to Swales with Timon Long to bat next. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Swales swings at a breaking ball, fouls it back, and he's down in the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Ben Swales. The wind by Hay in the pitch. Swales waves at a breaking ball and misses for strike 3 to end the inning. So 2 more strikeouts for Caleb Hay. He's got 7 through 3 innings of work, and down go the Moo in the third in order. 3 up and 3 down. After 3 innings of baseball, it's a 3-0 Oahe Zap lead. Back with more in just a bit. This is Fremont Moo Baseball. For top-notch trash pickup that is timely and professional, contact the pros at S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse in Fremont. Whether it's residential and commercial trash pickup you need, S2 is there for you. They also provide recycling services, plus yard waste disposal. For big projects, contact S2 about roll-offs to get the job done efficiently. Make sure to refer a friend to sign up for S2 services. If your friend mentions your name, you'll get 2 months of free service. It's just another way of saying thank you for choosing S2. Located at 439 North Main Street, call 402-727-6806 to sign up today. S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse. Keel's Barbershop is a proud sponsor of the Fremont Moo. Established in 1973, Keel's is a men's old-fashioned barbershop with a relaxed atmosphere where you don't need to make an appointment. They do haircuts for all ages. Keel's is located at 88 West 6th Street in downtown Fremont. Call 402-727-9005. Keel's Barbershop, as good as the best, better than the rest. Three innings complete at historic Moeller Field. It's a 3-0 Oahe Zap lead. And as we go to the top of the fourth, it'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters for the Zap coming to the plate. Joey Coolbaugh, along with Tyler Traphagen and Tyler Hoffman. The Zap getting all 3 runs in the top of the first, and the pitchers have started to settle in a bit here. Marco Albarra has struck out 5 through 3 innings, and Caleb Hay, the Zap starter, has struck out 7. So it'll be Joey Coolbaugh who will come to the plate. Coolbaugh is 0 for 1. He reached on an error his first time. And we'll be stepping the plate here in just a bit. So the Pathfinder chorus is here singing between innings, which is very nice. However, it's holding up the game. So and I think I just saw Jake McHugh, the home plate umpire, go on over to the Moo dugout and ask if they could wrap things up here. So Jake McHugh is going to walk on over to the Zap dugout. And I'm just kind of waiting here. Well, Jake McHugh is going to come on over to the backstop here. And we will have a little interlude here before we resume play. So now Ben Asher comes out of the dugout and saying something to Jake McHugh, the home plate umpire. And I think it's just that they can go ahead and continue to play with the chorus singing. So Coolbaugh will step in. Here's the wind in the first pitch. And it's going to miss outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Coolbaugh. Again, he reached on an error in the first inning. We're in the top of the fourth. It's a 3-0 lead in favor of the Oahe Zap. Next pitch is swung on a miss. And the count evens up here at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on Coolbaugh. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way from Ibarra, and it sails high. The count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike on the Zap right fielder. Marco Ibarra into the wind, and now the 2-1. And that breaking ball is a tap, check swing. Hummel's got a charge from second, throw to first, and not in time. That's going to be a base hit. That is exactly how this day has gone today. As Coolbaugh went halfway through the zone and held up, made contact with the ball, and rolled past the mound. Hummel had to charge it and make a throw. And Coolbaugh reaches on an infield single. It'll bring Tyler Traphagen to the plate now. What's the phrase go? Mama said there would be days like this. She ain't lying. It's been that type of day. Here's Traphagen. He's 0 for 1, popped up to second his first time. And now the pitch. Swung on and lofted into the air to left. Steck is coming in toward his right. Reaches up, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Traphagen flies out to left field, and there's 1 down here on the top of the 4th inning. So that's going to bring to the plate the center fielder, number 88, Tyler Hoffman. Hoffman's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time, and that was in the second. Hoffman, the 9-hole batter for the Oahe Zap. Ibarra is set. And now turns and throws to first. Other action in Major League Baseball, the Sunday night game tonight is in New York, where they are in the bottom of the 3rd. San Francisco Giants lead the New York Mets in that one by a score of 1-0. Ibarra ready for his first pitch to Hoffman. And it is going to be hit right back to the mound. It's picked up by Ibarra. Throws on out to Swales for 1. Relay to first. In time. Double play to get out of the inning. So the Moo turn a double play. It goes 1-6-3 for the twin killing. And that's going to do it for the Zap in the 4th. No runs, 1 hit with no errors, and nobody left on base. Midway through Game 2 of this doubleheader, Oahe leads Fremont 3-0. We're back with more in a moment. You're listening to Fremont Moo Baseball. Play Powerball and Mega Billions from the Nebraska Lottery. You have a chance to win millions. Not only does the Nebraska Lottery give you a chance at winning it big, the Nebraska Lottery is given back to the state in the tune of $923 million. Play Trucks and Bucks for a chance to win one of 8 blue Ford F-150s. Chances of winning are 1 in 336,000. Powerball drawings occur on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday nights. Other games included a Nebraska Pick 5, Lucky for Life, Pick 3, My Day, and 2x2. Stop by a Nebraska Lottery retailer and pick up a ticket or one of the many scratch-off games that are available. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly. If you are in need of electrical services in the eastern Nebraska area, contact Fremont Electric Company. They provide free estimates, are competitively priced, and same-day services available. Fremont Electric employs top-quality electricians. In business since 1974, Fremont Electric provides installation and repair services for your industrial property, plus top-of-the-line installations for commercial properties as well, serving Fremont, Blair, and surrounding areas. Fremont Electric is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. with 24-hour service available. Call 402-727-4932. Fremont Electric. We go to the bottom of the 4th at historic Moeller Field. It remains a 3-0 Oahe Zap lead, and for the Moo, it will be the 3, 4, and 5 batters coming to the plate. Timon Long, Jason Willers, and Henry Heyman against Caleb Hay. Long is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time, and the first pitch is swung on and popped up right side and out of play. No balls and 1 strike to Timon Long, the designated hitter. 3-0 the Zap with the lead here in Game 2 as the Zap won the first one by a score of 7-3. We'll check some final scores from Major League Baseball here when we get a chance from earlier today. 1 strike to count on Timon Long. Next pitch to Long. Breaking ball, and it's in there, called strike 2. Caleb Hay is ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Long, Willers, and Heyman, 3, 4, and 5 here in the Moo order. Hay ready to go to work, and now the 0-2. And Long swings and chops 1 foul, wide of third. Scores earlier today, it was the Baltimore Orioles over the Minnesota Twins, 2-1. Atlanta defeats Miami by a score of 6-3. The Nationals down the Phillies, 5-4. Brewers winners over the Pirates, 6-3. 0-2 to Long. He swings and misses for strike 3. Slider outside, and that's 8 strikeouts now for Caleb Hay, and there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. So that's going to bring to the plate the catcher, number 26, Jason Willers. Willers 1 for 1. He doubled in the second inning and was stranded. He's got the lone hit for the Moo in this ballgame. So Willers catches his breath before he steps in the batter's box against the quick-working Caleb Hay. First pitch, Willers takes this one high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to the Moo catcher. I want to remind you you're listening to Big Dog Country, 98.9 FM, 1340 AM, KHUB, Fremont, Nebraska, AM and FM. Also on FremontMoo.com/Mixler, the 1-0. Willers takes it high, it's 2-0. Our video for the home game streaming live at FremontMoo.com and also on YouTube at BSDN Live. 2-0 on Jason Willers. Next pitch, Willers takes a breaking ball for a strike in the outside corner, so the count goes to 2-1. 1 out with nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 4th. The Moo trail the Zap 3-0. Here's the line, the 2-1 to Willers, and he takes this one to the inside corner for a strike. So Hayes doing a nice job. He's working the inside part of the plate and the outside part of the plate. And Willers looking to protect the plate here. Comes the 2-2, and he swings and misses for strike 3 at a fastball. So Hay with another strikeout. He's got 9, and there are 2 down here in the 4th inning. So up next for Fremont will be the third baseman, number 16, Henry Heyman. Heyman is 0 for 1. He struck out looking against Hay back in the second inning. So here's the line, the first pitch to Heyman. Fastball swung on, hit out to second base softly. And Seagraves has got it over to first in time, and that will end the inning. So another quick 1-2-3 inning for Caleb Hay for the Oahe Zap, retiring the Moo in order here in the 4th. Played 4 innings of baseball where the Oahe Zap lead the Fremont Moo 3-0. Time for the bathroom break, brought to you by WC Plumbing, Heating, and Excavating. When something messy breaks, remember your duty is our duty at WC Plumbing. Call 721-6908.
Gentlemen, here at WC Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger anglers to remember here at WC, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeCPlum.com. WeC Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
It doesn't get better than Allo Communications in Fremont. Allo Communications offers 100% fiber to the home, internet, TV, and phone service options in Fremont. No more buffering, no more lag, just crazy fast internet and crystal clear TV and phone. Sign up now for a service that best fits your needs. Call 402-459-2055 for residential sales and ask about business sales too. Located at 1640 East 29th in Fremont. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Allo Communications. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. The Oahe Zap still leading the Fremont Moo by a score of 3-0. And the Zap will come to the plate from the top of the order. Jackson Mix, Trevor Seagraves, and Kyle Mamarian. Third time around the order against Moo starting pitcher Marco Ibarra. And Ibarra through 4 innings has given up 3 runs off of 6 hits, and he has struck out 5. But in innings 2, 3, and 4, he's only given up a total of 2 hits since that first inning. So here's Mix. He's 1 for 2. And the first pitch is down and away for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Jackson Mix. Here's the wind, the 1-0 on the way. And this pitch misses inside. It's 2-0. July 2nd, Major League Baseball history. Got a little minor league history for you as well on this date. Here's the 2-0. Mix swings and pops it foul back behind us out of play. It's 2-1. 11 years ago today, 2012, shortstop Billy Hamilton of the Bakersfield Blaze of the California League steals his 100th base of the season in his team's 78th game. That set his sights on Vince Coleman's all-time minor league record of 135 stolen bases that was set in 1983. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left center field. Steck going on over into the gap, and he will haul it in. He was able to reach up with that glove. And I think he bobbled it just a bit, but he was able to hold on to it and bring it in for the first out of the inning. So Steck showing some good range into the gap for the first out. And with one down, it'll bring second baseman Trevor Seagraves to the plate. Seagraves is 2 for 2. Singled in the first and scored, and singled in the second. So Ibarra ready to go to work against Seagraves. The pitch, slider in there for a strike. 0-1 on Seagraves. Billy Hamilton, the speedster, batted .327 with an on-base percentage of .412, while scoring just a little under a run per game as this pitch is swung on a miss. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to count on Trevor Seagraves. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 5th. The Zap leading the Moo 3-0. There's the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count on Seagraves. Ibarra ready to work again. 1-2 on the way. Slider swung on, poked out beyond second base in the center field, a base hit. So Trevor Seagraves, with his 3rd hit of the game, a 1-out single to center field, and the Zap have a base runner here in the 5th inning. Next up will be the shortstop, number 23, Kyle Mamarian. Mamarian's 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the first, and then bounced out to third base, ending the top of the 2nd inning. So Ibarra looking into Jason Willers for the sign. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Let's go back in baseball history to July 2nd of 2011. We're entering the 9th inning with a 7-4 lead. Twins closer Matt Capps collapsed completely. He gave up 4 runs to the Brewers to lose 8-7. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball is low, and the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Capps started off the inning by giving up a run on 3 straight singles. Then after 2 outs, Niger Morgan belted a 2-run double off the right field wall to tie the game at 7. Here's the stretch. Throwing over first will chase the runner back. Pinch hitter George Cotteris followed with an RBI single. The Twins built an early 7-0 lead in the first 4 innings against Chris Narveson before the Brewers got their bats going. Ibarra's 1-1. Swung on and hit foul out of play on the right side. It's the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. John Axford showed Capps how it's done at the bottom of the 9th, settling down the Twins in order to earn his 21st save. That was in 2011, 12 years ago. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kyle Mamarian. Seagraves over at first with 1 down. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball high, and the count goes to 2-2. 2-2 on Oahe Zap. We'll have another Moo trivia question for you coming up at the bottom of the next inning, so be ready to chime in on Mixler, on our live chat. Here's a pitch swung on and hit on the right center field. It drops in for a base hit. Jansen will pick it up, and he's going to throw toward third. And with the throw to third, advancing down to second base on the play goes Kyle Mamarian. And now we've got a runner off the bag, and then he's going to be able to get back. So kind of a wild play there. Mamarian gets a base hit. Seagraves gets to third, and the throw went out to second, and Mamarian was in there. And Seagraves got a little too far off the bag, and move through home and try to get something occurring. Now Ben Asher is talking with home plate umpire Jake McHugh about something or other. I don't know if exactly the argument might be here. But what we have right now is that the Zap have runners at second and third with 1 out. And scheduled to come to plate here is first baseman Jacob Trustner. So the conversation continues with Coach Asher and Jake McHugh. And I'll be completely honest with you, I missed what the argument is about because the play looked over to me, and I looked down at the scorecard, and then I looked up, and all of a sudden, Seagraves was in a light rundown between third and home. So I'd like to speculate, but I can't because I have no idea what the conversation's about. So anyway, That chat wraps up, and we'll resume play as the Zap have runners at second and third with one down. The Moo will pull the infield in. Jacob Trustner at the plate. He's 0 for 2. 3-0 in favor of the Oahe Zap, and the Zap looking for more here in the top of the fifth. First pitch from Ibarra. Slider, and it's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Jacob Trustner. Andrew Beavers will be next. The Moo in need of an out here, and not only that, but an out that would prevent a run from scoring. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and top foul behind home plate. And so Ibarra jumps ahead in the count here at no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 on Jacob Trustner. Ibarra got mixed to fly out to left field to begin the inning. Then Seagraves singled to center. And then Mamarian singled to right center. No balls and 2 strikes. Ibarra's next pitch. It's a slider outside. The count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jacob Trustner. Fremont got some work to do if they want to win this series, salvage the final game. Down 3-0 here in the rubber game of the series, and we're in the top of the fifth of scheduled 7 innings. 1-2. Breaking ball, called strike 3 on the inside corner for round number 2. So Trustner caught looking, and Ibarra with a big strikeout there. That's his 6th, and they're now 2 down. So that brings to the plate the third baseman, number 7, Andrew Beavers. Beavers is 0 for 2 today. He struck out against Ibarra looking both times. So the infield backs up to its normal deep position now, and they can play to first base for the out. Here's a stretch by Ibarra, and the pitch. Slider, and it's in there at the knees for a strike. No balls and 1 strike on Andrew Beavers. Garrett Arnold will be next. The Oahe Zap leading the Fremont Moo 3-0. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Ibarra is set. Now the 0-1. And a breaking ball is low. Wheeler stays in front of it. As the count evens up here at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on Andrew Beavers, the 5-hole hitter. Ibarra's got the hands at the belt. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, hit in the air to right. Braden Sweet will take a couple steps in, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So the Zap threaten with a couple of back-to-back one-out singles, but are held scoreless. And in the inning for Oahe, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It remains a 3-0 Oahe Zap lead. Back at the more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball. Pop open a crisp, cool, refreshing Coors Light. As cold as the Rockies. Mountain cold refreshment. Cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. Coors Light. Cold lager below freezing for a lighter, crisper taste. Cold filtered for a bright appearance, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. When the mountains turn blue on your Coors Light can or bottle, it's as cold as the Rockies. Enjoy a Coors Light today. Must be 21 or over. 2023 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Contact the technicians with the G-Force team at Getchman's Heating and Air Conditioning for all your heating and AC needs. Whether your unit needs a tune-up or a major replacement, the trusted technicians for Getchman's Heating and Air Conditioning will provide fast and reliable service year-round. Plus, with their trusted reputation, they are the technicians that you can trust with your house keys. If your AC is not working properly during the summer months or you need your heater tuned up before winter, call the trusted technicians at Getchman's today, 402-721-6301 in Fremont.
Welcome back to historic Moeller Field. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Fremont Moo trailing the Oahe Zap by a score of 3-0. And the Moo will have their 6, 7, and 8 batters coming to the plate. It'll be Neil Jansen, Andrew Kirchner, and Tyler Hummel against Caleb Hay. And Hay has had an outstanding start to this ball game. He's worked 4 innings. He's given up 1 hit, and he has struck out 9. And he's walked 1 batter. So let's see if Fremont can get some offense going. As the Moo dropped game 1 today, 7-3, and trail it here in game 2, 3-0. So here's Neil Jansen, who is 0 for 1. Jansen struck out swinging his first time. Caleb Hay out of Taft College, Bakersfield, California product. First pitch swung on a miss, strike 1. 1 strike on Neil Jansen. Hay to the line, the 0-1. And that breaking ball is down low. So it's time once again for our Moo trivia question. And if you know the correct answer, join us on Mixler for our chat at fremontmoo.com/Mixler. Mixler spelled Mixlr, the 1-1. And Jansen takes it high for a ball. It's 2-1. Here's our question. Who has the single-season record for runs batted in a year for the Fremont Moo? Which Moo player has the single-season record for RBIs in one season? Here's a 2-1 pitch and a bouncer that got past the third baseman, and that is in the left field, and that's going to be a base hit for Neil Jansen. And that ended up handcuffing the third baseman, Andrew Beavers, who backed up on the ball. And the leadoff batter is aboard for the Moo. So that's going to bring Andrew Kirchner to the plate now. Kirchner, his first plate appearance, he drew a walk. So runner first with nobody out. First pitch to Kirchner. Takes it outside for a ball. So again, if you know who leads the Moo and most RBIs in 1 year, contact us on Mixler, fremontmoo.com/MIXLR. Pitch misses. It's upstairs for a ball. It's 2-0 to Andrew Kirchner. I'll give you a hint. The year was 2021, so it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch. Kirchner takes it on the outside corner at the knees for a strike. So the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 to Andrew Kirchner. A look on over to first base by Hay. And now the 2-1. Runner goes. Taken for a ball. Throw on down to second is high, and a stolen base for Neil Jansen. So Jansen in scoring position as he swipes second. And the count on Kirchner now 3 balls and 1 strike. Tyler Hummel will be next. Caleb Hay now ready. The 3-1. On the outside corner for a strike. It's now 3-2. 3-2 on Kirchner. Moo trailing 3-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A look in by Hay. He's got his side, and now he's ready. The 3-2 pitch. Kirchner hits a bouncing ball on the left side, and it'll be played by Beavers. He'll toss it to first in time for the out. It's a nice recovery by Beavers. He was off balance going to his left and was able to glove it, and then was able to set his feet and make the throw to retire Kirchner. Plus, it kept Jansen at second base.
11, Tyler Hummel.
So 1 out, and that'll bring to the plate second baseman Tyler Hummel, who's 0-1. Hummel struck out looking his first time. The person we're looking for in 2021, who has a single-season record for runs batted in for the Fremont Moo, had 55 RBIs in 2021. Here's the stretch. First pitch to Hummel, and it's swung on and fouled off to the right side. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to count. I'll give you a big hint. A big hint. He's currently playing in the minor leagues. No balls and 1 strike to Tyler Hummel. Here's the stretch by Hay in the 0-1. Hummel takes a breaking ball for a strike, and now he's down to the count 0-2. No, Kelly, that's not a minor hint. No balls and 2 strikes on Tyler Hummel, the second baseman. The 0-2. And Hummel swings and misses for strike 3. And that is the 10th strikeout now by Caleb Hay. And there are 2 down here in the Moo 5th. So the inning continues now for the left fielder, Easton Steck. Steck is 0-1. He flew out to left field in the 3rd inning. So let's see if Steck can keep the inning going here. Jansen out at second base. Pitch to Steck. Takes a fastball at the knees for a strike. 0-1 on Easton Steck. If he gets aboard top of the order, Braden Sweet would be next. The Moo trying to crack this outstanding pitching performance from Caden Hay here this early evening. Here's the 0-1. Steck takes a fastball low. And the count evens at 1-1 on Steck. 1 ball and 1 strike to Easton Steck, the left fielder. Stretch by Hay. 1-1 pitch. Steck swings and misses at a breaking ball, and he's down on the count now 1-2. So Caleb Hay is trying to finish up the 5th for the Zap. He'll get his sign from Arnold. Now the 1-2 pitch. Steck swings and misses for strike 3, and that ends the inning. 11 strikeouts for Caleb Hay through 5 innings of work, and the Moo are held scoreless in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll go to the top of the 6th. There remains a 3-0 Oahe Zap lead. Back with the Ball in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Fremont and Dodge County have many hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. Come explore the hidden treasures scattered throughout these vibrant, small town and sleepy rural villages that harmonize with nearby urban opportunities.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Inspro, a Marsh McLennan Agency Company LLC, is for. They can help protect what's important to you. With Inspro, your future is limitless. Visit Inspro in Fremont or call them at 402-721-9707. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Welcome back to historic Moeller Field. We're through 5 complete innings. We go to the top of the 6th. The Oahe Zap leading the Fremont Moo by the score of 3-0. And it'll bring the 6, 7, and 8 batters to the plate. Garrett Arnold, Joey Coolball, and Tyler Traphagen. Arnold is 1 for 2. He's got the big hit in the ball game. He delivered a 2 RBI double in the first, which started the scoring for the Zap. And the first pitch to Traphagen is swung on and pulled down the left field line for a base hit. Steck will go chase it down along the warning track. And then strolling on into second base will be Arnold with his second double of the ball game. So Garrett Arnold leads off the inning with a double. And that's going to bring to the plate now the right fielder, number 6, Joey Coolbaugh. Coolbaugh is 1 for 2. Reached on an air, and he singled in the 4th inning. So Arnold, lost one of the batting gloves out of his back pocket as he was on the way to second and retrieves that. And now back in the bag as we continue the inning. Marco Albarra working into the 6th and steps off the rubber here for a moment. I want to remind you that next home game Wednesday night when the Moo take on the Hastings Sodbusters at 7:05. Join us for that contest. Get your tickets at fremontmoo.com. Here's the pitch. It's going to be bunted, and it'll be picked up by Albarra. He will throw to first in time for out number 1. So Albarra able to field that and make an accurate throw to get Coolbaugh. But the sacrifice bunt going 1-3 will push Arnold down to third base with 1 out in the inning. So the 1 down, it'll bring to the plate the left fielder, number 24, Tyler Traphagen. Traphagen is 0 for 2. He's popped up to second, and he's flown out to left field. And the Moo will pull the infield in near the grass, trying to cut off that runner at third. So Albarra getting ready to go to work. Kick the pitch to Traphagen. He swings and fouls that off his foot. The count, no balls and 1 strike.
That's 1, Moo fans.
So after today, Monday and Tuesday, the Moo are on the road. Back home on Wednesday. Off on Thursday. And then the Nebraska Prospects come in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next weekend. 1 strike here on Tyler Traphagen. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on. It's a high bouncer. Hummel will go up and pull it down, but his only play will be to first. It is in time for the out, and it scores the run. Give Hummel some credit to go get that baseball, but it was chopped high enough that it plates Arnold from third base. An RBI ground out for out number 2. 4-0 in favor of the Oahe Zap. And this brings Tyler Huffman to the plate, the center fielder. He swings the first pitch and pokes it in the left field for a base hit. It's the 10th hit of the game for the Oahe Zap. A 2-out single to left by the 9-hole hitter, Tyler Hoffman. And the inning will continue now for the top of the order. And Jackson Mix. Mix is 1 for 3. Singled and scored on a wild pitch back in the first inning. First pitch to Mix is a breaking ball low. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Do have a Moo player down in the bullpen, and might be Brody Sintek, who looks like might be loosening up. 1-0 the count here on Mix. Here's the stretch. Ibarra and the 1-0. Swing and a miss. The count evens. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on the Zap designated hitter. Mix batting in the top spot in the order. 1 ball and 1 strike. Thrown over first to the runner back. Okay, the answer to our trivia question I was asking, 2021, which player set the Moo record for most runs batted in the season? And that individual was Austin Callahan. Austin Callahan, Fremont native, did so with 55. 1-1 pitch at the knees for a called strike. It's 1-2. 1-2 on Jackson Mix, the designated hitter. Austin now, after playing low A ball last year at Daytona, is now at Dayton, Ohio, in the Cincinnati Reds organization. The 1-2 pulled foul on the right side. And the count 1-2 on Jackson Mix. Austin, I think, has got about 5 home runs and one of the top RBI leaders on the team, hitting right around 250 on the year for the high A squad for the Cincinnati Reds, the Daytona Dragons. Or the Dayton Dragons, I beg your pardon. Runner goes, and the 1-2. Swung and a miss for strike 3, and that's going to end the inning. So Ibarra gets another strikeout, and he has 7. And that might be it for Ibarra in this contest as he battled his way after a shaky first. In the inning for Oahe, they get 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th where the Zap lead the Moo 4-0. We're back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Fremont Moo fans love their meat, and Hy-Vee has all your favorites at the best prices this summer. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Steaks, always low prices on your favorite flavors of brats. There's boneless, skinless chicken breasts, chicken grillers, America's pork chops for the grill, and the best cuts of salmon and seafood for that summer party on the patio. Shop online right now. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com and place that order. Your Fremont Hy-Vee, proud to be a part of the Fremont Moo.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $33. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Move List discount at La Hacienda. You can get the Family Taco Pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Calling your Family Taco Pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at LaHaciendaFremont.com. They cater too.
Back to historic Moeller Field, the Oahe Zap played in their first run since the first inning, and the lead to the Fremont Moo by a score of 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th in this 7-inning contest today. The second game of a doubleheader, and the Zap are thinking about a sweep after knocking off the Moo in Game 1, 7-3. So it'll be top of the order for the Moo now. Braden Sweet, followed by Ben Swales and Timon Long against Caleb Hay, and Hay has been remarkable through 5 innings. He's given up 2 hits, and he has struck out 11. First pitch to Sweet, and he swings and fouls it back to the screen. We count as no balls and 1 strike on Sweet. Sweet 0 for 2. He has struck out swinging twice. Hayes 0-1 pitch. And Sweet swings over a breaking ball and misses. We count now no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 here on Braden Sweet. Then after this game, the Zap head home, and they'll have a 3-game set with the Nebraska Prospects. Here's the 0-2. And Sweet swings and misses for strike 3. And there are 12 strikeouts now for Caleb Hay. And Sweet has struck out swinging 3 times today. So 1 down, and it brings to the plate the shortstop, number 13, Ben Swales. Swales 0 for 2. He's bounced to third, and he has struck out swinging. First pitch, fastball low. You count 1-0 to Swales. After Swales, it'll be Timon Long. Moo trail 4-0. We're in the bottom of the 6th of a 7-inning game. 1-0. Swales swings and hits this ball in the air down the right field line. And floating on over near the line, reaching up and making the catch. Out in right is Joey Coolbaugh for out number 2. Coolbaugh went a ways, then stopped, and then realized he had to keep going. And was able to chase that one down just shy of the right field line. So 2 down in the inning, and it brings to the plate the designated hitter, number 21, Timon Long. Long 0 for 2 in this game. He has struck out swinging twice. First pitch, he swings and fouls this one out of the glove of Arnold for strike 1. 0-1 here on Timon Long. Jason Willers will be next. Long looks on out. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball outside corner called strike 2. So Long is down at the count here. No balls and 2 strikes. Long 1 foot out of the batter's box and takes his time to get back in. Hay ready. The 0-2. Breaking ball low. And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Moo. DH. Zap won game 1, 7-3. And the lead here in game 2, 4-0. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Long checked his swing and pitches low. The count evens. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Timon Long. It was the wind, the 2-2 pitch on the way. And swung on and foul back. The count is evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Moo with 2 hits today in game 2. Jason Willers with a double. Neil Jansen with a single. And that's been it against Caleb Hay. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's down low. So Long pushes the count full here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 on the Moo. DH. Timon Long. Here's the 3-2 pitch now. And Long swings and hits this ball in the air toward left field. Back by the fence, and it is gone for a home run. Timon Long gets the Moo on the board with a solo home run to left field just over the Moeller Monster and makes it now a 4-1 ball game. Timon Long with his leading 7th home run of the year. And Fremont finally able to get on the board against Caleb Hay. So Timon Long, homer still left. And that will bring to the plate the Moo catcher, number 26, Jason Willers.
Number 26, Jason
Willers, 1 for 2, doubled in the second, struck out swinging in the 4th. And Willers, he is trying to slow down the tempo here of Hay. He's taking his time getting the batter's box. First pitch. Willers swings, and he misses for strike 1. No balls in the strike to Jason Willers. Offensively, Long has been pretty much the only bright spot for the Moo today. He had 2 hits in game 1, homers here in game 2. There's a pitch outside of Willers, and the count evens. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. 4-1 now the score in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 pitch. Willers lays off a pitch that breaks outside. And the count now 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Willers, the catcher. Hay looks over the top of the glove. Now the 2-1. Willers taps this one foul over by the Zap dugout. And the count evens up now. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 to the Fremont Moo catcher, Jason Willers, out of Morningside University, hometown Davenport, Iowa. The 2-2. Willers swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt for strike 3 to end the inning. So Caleb Hay got a couple strikeouts in the inning. He's got 13 through 6 innings of play. The Moo do get on the board, though, on the 2-out solo home run by Timon Long to left field. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the 7th. The Zap leading the Moo by a score of 4-1. We're back with more in a bit. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger anglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field. You'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for nearly a century. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber since 1923. Christensen Lumber, it's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field.
Back to historic Moeller Field. Rich Ray with you on Big Dog Country, FremontMoo.com, and on YouTube on BSDN Live. And for the first time this season, the Moo fans will get to see the Moo's all-time winningest pitcher. Brody Sintek comes into the ball game. He's wearing number 25. Brody, 6 foot 190, out of Wayne State, graduate of Fremont High School. And he will pitch his first inning of the 2023 season against Trevor Seagraves, Kyle Momarian, and Jacob Trustner here in the 7th. So Marco Ibarra goes 6 innings, gave up 10 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. He did not walk a batter. He struck out 7 and had 1 wild pitch. And so Sintek will now take over for the Moo. Brody's accolades are extensive in his, what'll be 4th year that he has been able to pitch for the Moo. Sintek has the all-time lead in games started. He had 12 in the 2021 season. First pitch is in there for a strike to Trevor Seagraves. Next pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. The count 0-2 here on Seagraves. Here was the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped in the glove of the catcher for strike 3. So Willers holds on, and Sintek gets a strikeout. And there's 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. So that'll bring to the plate now the shortstop, number 23, Kyle Momarian. Momarian's 2 for 3. He's struck out 2, he's singled twice as Momarian. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Momarian. It'll take some time before he gets back in the batter's box. That one just about grazed him. And so he was in as Sintek looks into Willers. And now time called. Now Momarian is in. And here comes the 1-0 pitch from Sintek. And that bounced in the dirt to the backstop. So the count now 2 balls and no strikes on Kyle Momarian. It's a 4-1 Oahe Zap lead. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Next pitch swung on and a 1-hopper past Heyman in the left field for a base hit. So Kyle Momarian has his 3rd hit of the ball game as he singles to left. And with 1 down, that'll bring the first baseman Jacob Trustner to the plate. Trustner today has gone 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. First pitch to Trustner is in there at the knees for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to the Zap first baseman. Andrew Beavers, the 3rd baseman, would be next. Zap have out hit the Moo in this ball game 11-3. The 0-1 from Sintek is swung on and foul back. We count down no balls and 2 strikes on Jacob Trustner. When the Moo bat in the bottom of the 7th, they will have the 5, 6, and 7 batters, Heyman, Jansen, and Kirchner. And we'll see if Hay will come out to try to get the complete game victory. No balls and 2 strikes on Trustner. Next pitch, swung on, little bloop out to Hummel. He leaps, makes the catch for out number 2. So Trustner with a light pop up to second base, and there are 2 down here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring to the plate now the 3rd baseman, number 7, Andrew Beavers. Beavers is 0 for 3. He struck out looking twice, and he's flown out to right. Here's the stretch by Sintek. First pitch, swung on and fouled off. You count no balls and 1 strike here on Andrew Beavers. If he gets aboard, we'll see Garrett Arnold, the catcher, coming up next. 3 runs in the first for Oahe and a run in the 6th. The Moo got a solo home run from Timon Long in the bottom of the 6th inning. So that's where we stand 4-1 here in the top of the 7th of this 7-inning game. Sintek is set. The 0-1. Fastball at the bottom of the zone for strike 2. So Brody Sintek ahead in the count here. No balls and 2 strikes. Sintek looks on over to first base. Now hands of the belt. Here's the 0-2. Fastball called strike 3 in the outside corner to end the inning. Beavers caught looking, and Sintek gets a couple of strikeouts in his appearance. And that's going to do it for the Zap in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit with no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Last chance for the Fremont Moo as we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Zap leading the Moo by a score of 4-1. We're back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball. Fremont's place to be is the LA Fireproof Door Company. Beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff. Located at 325 North Main Street in downtown Fremont. Stop by and check out their awesome menu. The door is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Plus, the grill is open all hours the door is open. All items on the menu are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. To see what's happening at the door, follow them on Facebook. That's the LA Fireproof Door Company, downtown Fremont. If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers, competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles. Back at historic Moeller Field, last chance for the Fremont Moo, trying to avoid being swept by the Oahe Zap, and they've got some work to do here in the bottom of the 7th as they trail the Zap by a score of 4-1. As Caleb Hay is going to try to go for the complete game victory. Hay, through 6 innings, has given up 1 run off 3 hits, and he has struck out 13 Moo batters. And he'll be facing the 5, 6, and 7 batters for Fremont: Henry Heyman, Neil Jansen, and Andrew Kirchner. The Moo have not played a doubleheader this year, and they are 3 outs away from being swept in the first doubleheader that they've played this season. So getting ready to step to the plate will be the third baseman, Henry Heyman. Heyman is 0 for 2. He struck out looking his first time, and then he grounded to second in the 4th inning. First pitch is in there for a called strike. No balls and 1 strike here to Henry Heyman. The line, the 0-1. Swung on and hit in the air toward right center field. Hoffman goes over into the gap. He'll reach up and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Heyman flies out to center, and there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So that'll bring to the plate center fielder, number 31, Neil Jansen. Jansen 1 for 2, struck out swinging his first time, singled, and stole a base in the 5th inning. The one, the first pitch to Jansen. Swung on, and he's going to ground this one out to second where Seagrace has it. Over to first in time for out number 2. And the Moo are now down to their final out. So Caleb Hay is 1 out away from getting the complete game victory, as he will get ready to face first baseman Andrew Kirchner. Kirchner 0 for 1. He walked the first time, and he grounded out to third in the 5th inning.
On the bat, number 39, Andrew Kirchner.
Hay into the line, the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Kirchner. If he gets aboard, we'll see Tyler Hummel next. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And the Moo are down to their final strike. Kirchner asking for time for the home plate umpire, Jake McHugh. Hay delivers the 0-2, and it misses outside for a ball. The count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 on Andrew Kirchner. Hay ready. The 1-2 pitch. And it missed off the corner. The count evens out. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on Kirchner. Now the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the ball game. And Caleb Hay, with a remarkable performance, strikes out 14 Moo batters in 7 innings of work, gets a complete game victory, and the Oahe Zap have come to Fremont, and they have swept the Moo in this doubleheader and have taken the series 2-1 as they win Game 2 today, 4-1. In the inning for the Moo, they're retired in order, 3 up and 3 down. Once again, the final score, the Oahe Zap 4 and the Fremont Moo 1. Stand by. The postgame report is coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Fremont Moo fans love their meat, and Hy-Vee has all your favorites at the best prices this summer. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Steaks, always low prices on your favorite flavors of brats. There's boneless, skinless chicken breasts, chicken grillers, America's pork chops for the grill, and the best cuts of salmon and seafood for that summer party on the patio. Shop online right now. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com and place that order. Your Fremont Hy-Vee, proud to be a part of the Fremont Moo.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $33. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Move List discount at La Hacienda. You can get the Family Taco Pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Calling your Family Taco Pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at LaHaciendaFremont.com. They cater too.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet, snake, and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field, you'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for nearly a century. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field.
Fremont's place to be is the LA Fireproof Door Company. Beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff. Located at 325 North Main Street in downtown Fremont. Stop by and check out their awesome menu. The door is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Plus, the grill is open all hours the door is open. All items on the menu are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. To see what's happening at the door, follow them on Facebook. That's the LA Fireproof Door Company, downtown Fremont. Back at historic Moeller Field in Fremont, where the Fremont Moo gets swept in a doubleheader today from the Oahe Zap as they drop Game 1 by a score of 7-3, and the second game goes to the Zap as well by the final score of 4-1. For Oahe, a total of 4 runs on 11 hits, committing no errors and stranding 7 base runners. The Moo 1 run off 3 hits, committing 1 error, and the Moo stranded a total of 3 base runners in the ballgame. The Zap got great pitching from Caleb Hay, right-hander out of Taft College. Hometown is Bakersfield, California. He goes the complete game today, all 7 innings. He's now 1-0 in the year, giving up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He walked 1, struck out 13, and the lone run he gave up was the solo home run by Timon Long in the 6th inning. For the Moo, starting pitcher Marco Ibarra suffers the loss. He's 1-1 in the season. Ibarra worked 6 innings, gave up 10 hits, 4 runs, all earned, did not walk a batter, struck out 7 and had 1 wild pitch. Brody Sintek making his Moo debut for the 2023 season, pitched the 7th, he gave up 1 hit, and he struck out 2. The Zap got on the board in the top of the first inning. Jackson Mix, Trevor Seagraves, and Kyle Momarian all produced back-to-back-to-back singles, and then Mix would score on a wild pitch. 3 batters later, Garrett Arnold delivered a 2 RBI double, and that put the Zap up by the score of 3-0. It would stay that way until we got to the 6th, when Garrett Arnold led off the top of the 6th with a double and was sacrificed to third on a bunt by Joey Coolbaugh to put a runner at third with 1 down. And then Tyler Traphagen hit a high bouncing ball to Hummel at second as the infield was in. He was able to glove it, but his only play was to first as Arnold scored easily to make it a 4-0 contest. The Moo would get on the board in the bottom of the sixth with 2 down as Timon Long hit his 7th home run of the season, a 3-2 pitch from Caleb Hay over the left field fence for the Moo's lone run of the contest to make it a 4-1 ball game. In the bottom of the 7th, the Moo tried to put something together, but Caleb Hay just continued his masterful performance. He got Henry Heyman to fly out to center field, Neil Jansen to ground out to second, and struck out Andrew Kirchner on a 2-2 pitch for his 14th strikeout of the ball game, and ended it the final 4-1. So Caleb Hay had 14 strikeouts in the contest here today. The Zap were led offensively by Trevor Seagraves going 3 for 4. Kyle Momarian also went 3 for 4. And Garrett Arnold was 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. For the Moo, Timon Long went 1 for 3 with a solo home run in the 6th inning. Time for a Goodwood Award presented by Christensen Lumber. Goodwood is sponsored by Christensen Lumber, 100 years strong, beyond left field and on South Main Street in Fremont. That is Christensen Lumber. And that is, once again, Timon Long getting the award, the College of Southern Nevada product, freshman out of Sioux Falls, as he came up with the home run for the Moo, and he is honored with that award here this evening. Let's go ahead and take a look at action from the Independence Baseball League from earlier today. Again, Oahe wins both games of the doubleheader over Fremont 7-3 and wins the nightcap 4-0, or 4-1, I beg your pardon. Hastings was a winner over Spearfish 7-5. Casper is trying to complete a sweep of Badlands. The Spuds won the first game by a score of 2-0, and they lead the second game over Badlands 7-6 in the bottom of the 5th inning. So that's a look at the action from the Independence League from earlier today. With that, we take a look at the scores from Major League Baseball earlier today and currently in progress. There are 2 games going on. Bottom of the 7th inning at Wrigley, it is the Cleveland Guardians leading the Chicago Cubs 6-1. Bottom of the 5th inning in New York, the Mets lead the San Francisco Giants 5-1. Everything else from today is a final where the Baltimore Orioles defeated the Minnesota Twins 2-1. The Atlanta Braves over the Miami Marlins 6-3. Washington Nationals over the Philadelphia Phillies 5-4. Milwaukee Brewers down the Pittsburgh Pirates 6-3. Boston Red Sox over the Toronto Blue Jays 5-4. Cincinnati Reds defeat the San Diego Padres 4-3. Kansas City Royals over the Los Angeles Dodgers 9-1. St. Louis Cardinals over the New York Yankees 5-1. Houston Astros over the Texas Rangers 5-3. Detroit Tigers over the Colorado Rockies 14-9. Los Angeles Angels over the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-2. Chicago White Sox down the Oakland Athletics 8-7. Seattle Mariners over the Tampa Bay Rays 7-6. Final scores here at historic Moeller Field in Fremont today. Game 1 goes to the Zap 7-3. In Game 2, the Zap defeat the Fremont Moo by a final tally of 4-1. With that, the Zap improved their record now to 8-25 on the year, and they are 500 in the second half of the Independence League at 3-3. The Fremont Moo now fall to 18-12 in the season, and they are 1-5 in the second half of the Independence League. The Zap will return back to Pierre, and they'll host the Nebraska Prospects in a 3-game set early this week. For Fremont, they'll jump on the bus tomorrow and head out to Hastings to play 2 games out of a 3-game set. They'll take on the Hastings Sodbusters tomorrow night at 6:35. Tuesday night at 6:35, and then return home on Wednesday to take on Hastings here at historic Moeller Field at 7:05. So that'll be the next home game, Wednesday night at 7:05. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night, 6:35 at Duncan Field in Hastings, with our coverage getting underway at 6:15 on Big Dog Country and FremontMoo.com. Thanks to our listeners who chimed in for this one here tonight, and our sponsors who made the broadcast possible. We appreciate all the great help from our video production crew of Kelly and Jonathan Johnson, what they've been able to do for us throughout the season, and thank you so much for being along with us. That's going to wrap things up here today from historic Moeller Field in Fremont, where the Oahe Zap have swept a doubleheader from the Fremont Moo, taking the first game 7-3 and the nightcap by a final score of 4-1. Until next time, this is Rich Ray saying good evening and so long from historic Moeller Field in Fremont, Nebraska.
The preceding broadcast has been a presentation of Fremont Moo Baseball. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.